Hi guys. It is Wednesday morning. Actually, I think at this point it's closer to Wednesday afternoon. Um, September 3rd, 2014. And it occurred to me this morning that it might be a helpful exercise to just give you guys a look at what it looks like when um, a trend is already in place. Just how to identify that trend, how simple it is to identify that trend and support and resistance areas, and also to move it forward and give you guys a look at what it looks like to see that trend change in not real time because it's already happened, but excuse me, but very very close to real time, and obviously sped up so that um, you guys can see the effect in a shorter amount of time. So without further ado, um, if you look just at the price action here, it's pretty clear that this is an uptrend, right? You have, at least in theory, you have a low over here somewhere, and you have a higher high from anything that you've seen here. Then you have a low here, a kind of a kind of low. Then you have another high, and this drops back, and then it gets into whether or not you consider this to have been a low, because this would be a lower low, and da 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 da. But just stepping back and looking at this, right? In my mind, you wouldn't consider this a low until it comes down here and takes out this price action right here, right? So in other words, this is a higher low, right? And now you would be waiting to see if you could clear this area and get a higher high, or if you're going to break this area and proceed to put in a lower low. If that makes sense, let's move on. So what I'm going to do is kind of drive this forward a little bit, just tick by tick, kind of. And what I want you to do is pay attention to and try to identify for yourself where the trend changes, right? And I want you to the way to do that is to just look at the screen. Don't try to do it, in any real technical sense. That's why I don't have any indicators on here at all, right? I really just want you to look at the price action and try to get a sense for when you think the trend is no longer to the upside. Okay, here we go. If you see where we are here, right, we're still in pretty good shape in terms of this being a trend to the upside. But let's just keep moving here. Now what I'm going to do is very quickly draw in, just in case it runs off the screen, I'm going to draw in this high, make a line there so that you know where that is, right? And then what I'll do is I'll also just make a little line here um, so that you know where the intermediate low is. Okay, and we'll keep going. But that's all I'm going to draw in. I'm not going to add any indicators or anything like that. Um, and remember, you're just trying to identify from the screen when the trend changes. Okay, we've caught up. We're actually at the real time. And to the extent that you said that the trend had really, in your estimation, changed on the break of this low right here, I would kind of be with you, right? As a technical model, we didn't break what I call the relevant low until we got down here and broke through here. If you recall, right? If I make this bigger, you'll be able to see it, right? This is all the price action from earlier today. So and really the ultimate low is down here, right? That's from yesterday. But to the extent that you were using this as your kind of fulcrum or your pivot area, then this break would be the one that caused you to say, you know what, we're now in a downtrend, right? But there's also an argument for this being the break, right? Because just visually, right, the majority of the price action is at this point telling you that it's much more likely to go lower than to go higher, right? Just what you're able to see on the screen. And since you would have been watching this all morning, you would be very cognizant of you know, how it got here and how it's traded to get here, right? Incidentally, in my estimation, this looks like it's a bear flag, right? Straight down, moving sideways. My guess is, and kind of a drift on the bottom of this. So my guess is this resolves to the downside and goes even further. The way this thing is trading, it looks like maybe there's news on the tape or something, but I'm not a news junkie. I'm a price junkie. So we'll see. Actually, it looks like it's coming to bear right now. But at any rate, that's a great exercise to go through, to kind of get a sense of you know, why price moves the way that it does, and to really hone your capacity to see changes in price behavior, price trends, things like that, right? The price will tell you everything that you need to know, right? And it'll tell you, you know, before there's news on the tape, or before, you know, you get that phone call from someone who is quote unquote in the know. And it'll certainly tell you before anything hits the newspaper or magazine or a blog or anything like that, right? So that's it. I really just wanted to do a little trend video here. This is going to be part of a much broader educational module, online educational module with respect to trading, and this will be part of the trend. Well, it really was a bear flag. This will be part of the trend piece. So that's it. If you have any questions about this, ask the trader at theartofsimpletrading.com, and we'll see you at the next video. Be well.